Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So I came on to Instagram this morning, and this post was, I think, the first thing that I saw, and I read it. It's a short one, guys. I'm going to read it to you guys. I saw it on Punch News, and the next thing before I knew it, that even okay. Anyways, I read this. Eventually, it blew up on Facebook, but then I had not even gone on Facebook. And this is what it says. It says, US-based Nigerian doctor allegedly ends it all, okay, over 15,000 child support. So, excuse me. So it goes on to say, a 36-year-old United States-based Nigerian cardiologist, Ikenna Erine, has officially committed the S after losing a child support case to his yet-to-be-identified ex-wife. The incident was said to have occurred on Sunday. You see that yet unidentified guy? Yet to be identified ex-wife. Guys, hold on to that. I'll show you guys something now in a second. I will shock you. It says the incident was said to have occurred on Sunday, January 26th. It was gathered that the Anambra State-born late doctor had a prolonged divorce battle with his estranged wife, including the custody of their children, right? He, however, lost the case after a U.S. court ruled in favor of his ex-wife and ordered him to pay a monthly child support of $15,000, right? Confirming the incident in a post shared on X, which is Twitter, a Nigerian American, Clayton Udo, said the court's verdict took a severe financial toll on him, leading to his tragic death. He wrote, "The abuse of African men in the USA." Like, guys, note that this law does not apply to Africa or Asian, whatever. This is America, where we all know about custody issues and child custody. Child maintenance or child support issue is not a thing for Nigeria. Okay, it's not a Nigerian thing or something that happens to African men, right? Okay, in the USA, this abuse of African men in the USA must come to an end. In a deeply troubling case, Dr. Ikenna Erine, an American-trained cardiologist, allegedly took his own life after an American court ordered him to pay his ex-wife $15,000 monthly, right? Okay. Following a prolonged and contentious divorce case, the tragic incident highlights the systemic issues within the legal system that disproportionately affect African men. He keeps using that word, African men. Let me tell you guys, right? Harry Berry, the day I found out how much they say Harry Berry has to pay her ex-husband for as child support. Okay, excuse me, guys. So I found it, right? So Harry Berry and her ex, right? They filed for divorce in 2015 after over 2 years of marriage. Okay, about 2 years, right? But legal proceedings stretched for more than 7 years. You see this, right? Okay. Harry Berry is a black woman, okay. The two will share legal and physical custody of their son, one child. They are sharing custody. It's not 50-50, right? They are sharing custody. Normally, when they share custody, nobody pays the other one, typically, because they are equally caring for this child. But look, they are sharing custody yet. See how much she has to pay. The two will share custody of the blah, blah, blah. Okay, according to court document obtained by CNN, Harry Berry will pay her ex 4.3% of any annual income she makes above 2 million. Listen, every money she makes, a percentage of it will be taken from it every year to give her ex-husband. That's not the child maintenance. That's not the child support. That is even extra on top of child support. Then it goes on to say that one child. Then he said 8,000 a month in child support, and will pay for their son's private school. You see that? Extracurricular activities, health insurance, and therapy. Look at all the stuff she has to pay. It has nothing to do with African men. Okay, let's go on. He said, Udo, who claimed to be an expert in psychology and mental abuse, revealed that the deceased had spent thousands of dollars in legal fees before the court's verdict turned out in favor of his ex-wife. So this is the comment that I wrote. I think that's basically my I don't think I have anything more to add actually, but let me read to you guys, the comment that I wrote under this. I said, the write-up said he was a cardiologist in America. People need to know that it's a well-paying job over there. They make as much as $500,000, that's US dollars a year. A judge typically puts into consideration parents' income when deciding how much child support should be. So how much child support should be paid, and also consider the quality of life the children should have depending on how much their parents' salary can afford, and also the quality of life the child had when I meant to say children had when the parents were together. To start with, people should stop commenting as if we are trying to tell people that ending it all is a solution to life problems. There are many ways to handle issues in life, but most times people allow anger to determine their decision. Then I continued. I said, believe it or not, now that he's gone, everything he owned will be sold and the money given to his ex-wife to provide for their children. They will be most likely worth millions, more than the alleged $15,000 a month. Some people are commenting that the ex will be full of guilt. Who tell you? That's me asking that question. If only you know how much divorced couples hate each other. I meant to say some have even killed each other. I didn't even know more of this story, but you guys will see this thing that I wrote here. More information came out later, but this is the first time I'm encountering this story. So trust me, there are divorced couples who do not care if the other one dies or not. The law in Western society always tries to put children and their needs first above anything else. America is a very expensive country. To braid hair alone can cost as much as $300 or more. Do you know it costs up to $2,000? Even more. My people, it even cost more. A friend of mine went to America to have her baby. She's been having her children abroad before. This particular child, there was a lot of problem. This child was in an incubator. This boy was in hospital. They thought the child was going to die. Eventually, after about months in a hospital, when they brought the bill, my friend that went with her full chest, the rich man's wife, when they brought the bill, I'm talking about 15 years ago, they gave her a bill that was, I think, $160,000. As at today's money, imagine how much that is by now. We're talking about maybe by now, that's about $1 million. So hospital, healthcare, everything in America is expensive. Okay, I said America is a very expensive country. To braid, okay, children say, okay, it is America that I heard that they do braids for $1,000. Braids, okay. Do you know it costs up to $2,000 or much more, depending on how long you stay, to go to hospital in America? That country is extremely expensive. If the ex-wife was a housewife in the marriage, the courts would consider that to ensure the children do not live a life of poverty after divorce. The other option is 50-50 custody. One parent takes them 1 week and hand over the other week. But if the man went for, this is a case whereby both people are doing well financially and they decide to share custody 50-50, so when the children are with their mother, she cares for them financially, everything. When they're with their father, they can share school fees and everything in half. That's another option. So, but we don't know the full story, right? One parent takes them 1 week and hand over the other week. But if the man went for that, then he will have to miss work every week to care for them or get a nanny. Nannies are also expensive. You can't be sure they truly care well for your children when you're not around. In fact, the whole country is expensive. That's America, okay? Also, let's bear in mind that we don't know the full story. Unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians share stories on social media in a way that suits the narrative they want. I meant to say they want. So don't, what that guy is already saying, the way they treat Nigerian African men, the way they want to make it a race thing or stuff like that. Okay, anyways. So don't believe every story until you know more about the story. Ending it all is not the solution. Couples can actually sit and agree out of court. All the money they spent on lawyers was complete waste. But but unfortunately, when couples fall out of love, they seem to always forget that they once loved each other. So make it about who will win, in quote, against each other rather than making it about the children and walking away peacefully. Exes can actually be friends, but anger and ego no dey let people. That's what I wrote. Guys, I went on Facebook. Let me show you guys what Anna saw. News now came out. They now showed that this girl is married to, a lot of you will know this guy, Van Larry. Something like that. I'll show you guys him in a second. A lot of you would know him. Van Larry, that is something like that. That's what his name is. They found that their wedding invitation, it must be family and friends and stuff like that. In answer, okay, you see, is it there? You see, the Van Larry family, blah, blah, blah. Even me, I always try to be sure the story is correct because, unfortunately, Nigerian social media, especially Facebook, is full of false stories, fake news, AI-generated images, blah, blah, blah. I went to Van Larry's page to hear what he has to say. And this is what he posted only 30 minutes ago. He said, Amanda Chisom posted this on her page. I think somebody else posted it on Facebook, right? He said, while there was a custody battle my daughter is involved in, and I only became aware last Monday morning about 3 a.m. Nigerian time that the deceased held her and her children at gunpoint for 3 hours after losing custody battle. You see, I didn't even know this part before I said it. After losing custody battle, he held them at gunpoint. How does that benefit the children? For their father to hold them at gunpoint. This is what I'm talking about when people, unfortunately, allow anger to take over. The nanny, right? Listen, the nanny managed to escape. So it even shows you that they had a nanny. They were not living everyday life like poor people life in America. They were living high-level life. So why are people surprised that child support is as high as 15,000. These people were not poor because poor people in America cannot afford nanny. And it's a sign that possibly, I don't know. Okay, let me leave that. Let me not make it a long video, right? Okay, the nanny managed to escape and call the police. On the arrival of the police, he ended himself. I guess he decided to end himself. I'm trying to use other words, right? Because of all this himself, instead of facing 3 counts of kidnapping with a deadly weapon, 25 years to life each. While I sympathize with his family for his death, my daughter is not responsible for him taking his own life. I thank God it did not degenerate to where he ends my daughter and grandchildren and himself. May his soul rest in peace. Everyone is a loser here, and it is traumatizing for all, including me. Of course, it can be traumatizing for the children, traumatizing for everybody. Even the ex-wife that was basically, according to this, allegedly was facing a gun into her face is traumatizing as well. It boils down to the issue of anger. Let me tell you guys, I've been saying, some people will say that there's so much. I always try to say people should go peacefully. There's a video I made. I don't know. I'm not motivated to do YouTube videos. There's a video I made. I will actually edit it now and post it. I filmed it, but I never edited. I never posted. I don't know whether this pastor was referring to me or the way they twisted it. I say maybe not me, because I am known for always saying, go your separate ways in peace than end each other's life. This pastor said, I actually like this pastor. I watch her videos sometimes since I discovered how that this what did she say, influencer or whatever, that's always saying if couple cannot do, they should go their separate ways in peace. As far as I know, I'm someone that is singing that song. So I don't know, but I been a me she they talk to. Think about my idea of going. I say if you know let do. I have not said if your marriage is sweet, you should walk away. If you know let do, go your separate ways in peace has always been my message. Now tell me, those that believe they should stay, is it better that those that do not agree with my message, is it better this way to go your separate ways in pieces? Is it better this way? And I will keep saying it. If people can allow themselves to breathe and not allow anger to take over, they would walk away and let me tell you, maximum, let's say even maximum 1 year, even 6 months, he will look back and say, I can't believe that day I was so angry, I thought about such a thing. He may end up remarrying tomorrow to somebody else that it will work out for them. Life will always move on. Money spent on children, child support, wherever. It is sacrifice. Sacrifice will they make for children. They will never be children forever. One day they become 18, no longer requiring all these things, and life will move on. This This is not the solution. My biggest concern is how people are sharing the social media. It's almost like, unfortunately, like, yeah, it's a good thing he did it. He ended his life so that the ex-wife can die of guilt. So that the ex-wife will suffer from guilt. You're not thinking about that guy that ended it all. Right? His parents, his brothers and sisters, his children. And a lot of these comments and posts on Facebook are basically encouraging other people to try the same thing as a solution to their problem, rather than tell people that no. Tobaya or no meme, when something like this happens, remember that today may be sad, tomorrow may be the happiest day of your life. It is not the end of the world. There's a better way to handle the situation. But unfortunately, the Nigeria, community on Facebook, majority, they are busy focused on yes, why, yes, very good. Yes, now, all these women, they forget that person will own end, now he end. Somebody was like, yeah, even if no matter what, his will not have the ex. Nigerians, a lot of people don't seem to understand. If you cannot disinherit minor children, you know feed do am. Those children are entitled to be provided for by their father. So he cannot even disinherit his children. And because they are minors, the same ex-wife, they didn't want to give 15,000 a month. I can bet you that the amount that will come out from his estate, she will get a massive amount that is more than that. Let's be telling ourselves the truth. Ending it all is not the solution. It's not the solution. But it's anger that takes over. At the end of the day, I can bet you that they were living a good life. Very good life, because he has a very good job. So it's not, mistakes some people make. They think it's Nigeria where marriage ends. They will say, a woman, you come off for papa's house. Go back to your father. They will say, come off for husband's house. You go back. And the woman is thrown out on the street, and the children may be starving and suffering, and then it only depends from the kindness of the man's heart. Not be so for abroad. Abroad prioritize children, and children are expensive. Now you guys know why Westerners, some of them not the grip born, because children are expensive, or they go born cook only one, because it's not more. So anyways, that's my stand on it. I feel like it could have been handled better. Couples can decide that, okay, it's over. Discuss within yourself and agree. And if, for example, if the agreement was you as the wife stay at home and the man go and make the money, a woman should not go empty-handed because she chose this other job of staying at home. You understand? It shouldn't go. It's not that. And if she go, how is she going to provide for the children? Let me just end it here. At the end of the day, let the message be that tomorrow is another day. People should not go to these drastic measures. When it's over, let it be over peacefully. Everybody good. So there are some exes that when they exchange children for visitation, whatever, they say hello like friends. It's doable. But anger is always the problem. It's getting too long. I don't know what you guys' opinions are. As always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.